What's up, you guys? So, another day, another turn in the divorce between Simon Guobadia and Porsha Williams Guobadia. At this point, Simon is now claiming that his kids are homeless. And I want to tell you guys, this, in my opinion, is gaslighting at like a public scale. It's gaslighting at a large scale for Simon to claim his kids are homeless. So we're going to get into the details of what he's saying in this video. But first, if you're watching and you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, and everyone click the thumbs up button. Okay, so this all started when Shamia's husband gifted her with a Rolls Royce for her birthday. And it got posted to the blogs, it got posted to the neighborhood talk. Shout out to Kyle. When they posted her reaction video to her getting a Rolls Royce for her birthday, Simon commented, "Congratulations, my good sis. I'm so happy for you. My brother Gerald has excellent taste in fine automobiles. Looking forward to watching the only cast member with a Rolls Royce." So definitely some shade to Porsha, because you guys know he allegedly bought Porsha a Rolls Royce when they first got together. Now, I have a feeling that Rolls Royce is in his name, not hers. But in any case, he was throwing shade at Porsha, and so Porsha responded. This is the Rolls Royce that he allegedly purchased for Porsha. So Porsha responded and said, "Simon, don't forget and a debt-free husband who is a U.S. citizen. My bestie is winning. Welcome to Roa, Queen Mumbi." Now, it's not clear if Porsha knew about his debt when she married him, but she had to know that he wasn't a U.S. citizen. You can't tell me she didn't see that green passport and not recognize that, his passport looks different from mine. But maybe she didn't know that he was so far in debt. But in any case, she responded to him saying that Shamia is the only cast member with a Rolls Royce. She responded, and Kenya responded too. Live Bites captured this video of her showing off her Rolls Royce at her home. Now, I believe this to be the same Rolls Royce that Simon purchased for her. In their divorce proceeding, it does say that Simon can leave his cars at the home. Like, it's his home and he can leave his cars parked in the garage at his home. So I believe this is the same car.
Just gorgeous. Oh, you want me to come pick you up? Okay, I'm gonna pick you up. Play in the street. Something about the name Jesus. Something about the name Jesus. It is the sweetest name I know. Oh, how I love the name Jesus. Oh, how I love the name Jesus. It is the sweetest name I know. I know. I know his name. I know. I know.
Porsha is a fool. A real fool. If you ask me, Porsha is a fool. All right, you guys. So a few hours ago, Simon posted this on his Instagram. He said, "What about Simon's homeless kids?" And he said in the caption, "I would like to publicly thank the mothers of my 3 minor children who have stepped up to provide cover for our minor children." Now, I want y'all to pay attention to this language, how he keeps using the word minor, and the language he's using is very strong. Like, he's trying to evoke an emotion out of you, out of the public. He said, "We're into the 3rd month of litigation without proper visitation," meaning the children visiting him at his home. "These women have played their part as co-parents and are now asked to do more with the added burden of caring for my children when they're supposed to be in my care. My children are growing and maturing every day and unfortunately do not have the benefit of my presence." So he's basically saying it's Porsha's fault that he's not taking care of his kids. Everyone wants to focus on everything but what's important in a family, especially when it comes to children and co-parenting. I have had joint physical custody of my kids for 5 years. Those boys are in my home 2 weeks out of the month. I also have visitation rights to my daughter, who is 11 years old and lives in California, and last minute had to be diverted to Dubai for spring break. She was ultimately out of a home for 3 weeks during spring break. All three kids currently displaced. Now that's a strong word. For a multimillionaire saying his kids are displaced, that's very strong language. He said, I would like each and every one of you, especially those with kids, pray for me and my family. They deserve consideration as well. Now, if you keep up with my videos, you know I have shown you in the court documents previously that Porsha, yes, Porsha is staying in his home, but she's also said that she is willing to do her stepmother duties and his kids are welcome in the home. Like she has said that she will babysit his kids and they are welcome in the home. It's just that he is not necessarily welcome. In any case, someone asked him the obvious question: why didn't you just rent another house in the States? Why did you go all the way to Dubai? And he said, some of us have to work in different parts of the work. I feel like he's using that word loosely. He said, some of us have to work in different parts of the world, and it's not always around the block from our homes. And someone else tried to explain, but they didn't have all the facts straight. They said Simon sold his home and Porsha gave her home to her mother. Simon and Porsha purchased this home together right before they got married. That house is as much hers as it is his. No one has been misplaced. Why y'all keep saying this? Now, it is true that his children are not misplaced or displaced, but Porsha, as I showed you guys before, Porsha did not purchase the home. The reason she's in the home is because the prenup says that she can be in the home. Simon responded to this person and said, sold two multi-million-dollar properties and used the proceeds as down payment, and you believe a marriage that lasted 453 days entitles the other party to equity in the home? Let that happen to your family member, not me. And so another person said, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you sign that agreement when you two got married? If so, that was your choice to sign on the dotted line in case of divorce. You weren't thinking of your children then. That should have never been an option, which is true. He signed the agreement. So this is his point. He said prenups are contractual agreements, contracts subject to several elements of consideration, including fairness in order for them to be enforceable. The courts would eventually make that determination of its enforceability of fairness amongst other things. So basically, this is Simon admitting that yes, he signed the document, but he knew that if it came to it, he would challenge the document and challenge the fairness of it. So he knew he would try to get out of it when he signed it. That's a shame. Anyway, other people are just asking, why don't you just rent an apartment for yourself and them and have them with their mothers when you have to work overseas? And he said, rent an apartment? What a genius idea. And this is the root of it. He said, I'm going to wait to return to my pots and pans at my blood and sweat home that I worked for in the last 42 years. So he doesn't rent a home because he doesn't want to. He said he's going to wait to return to his home and his pots and pans. So he doesn't want to rent a home for his children. And so it's not that his children are homeless. It's that his children's father doesn't want to rent a home for them. And so someone asked Simon, if that's the case, why did Porsha file for divorce? I am so confused. Did you tell her that you were a U.S. citizen initially? And he said she traveled over 30 times internationally with me. She knew I had legal residency. These are all in public court filings and will come out in litigation. I do agree with him when he says this is all in public records. Because I feel like Porsha did herself a disservice when she married this man, especially with her having a child. If it's just you, and this is my opinion, if it's just you and you don't have children, if you want to marry somebody in 30 days, okay, fine, that's your problem. But when you have children, I feel like you have more to protect and you need to do your research before marrying someone. And it is true. If you look up his name, Gubadia, you see all of his lawsuits. And if I can access his lawsuits as a member of the public, then so can Porsha. Porsha could have accessed this information because it is public. She could have and she should have, but she didn't. And now this is her problem. This is what she has to deal with. She brought it on herself and it's a mess. So leave a comment and let me know what you think about it. What do you think about Simon gaslighting the public and trying to control the public narrative and make the public think that his kids are homeless? I want to give a big shout out to those of you who have been supporting my channel. I appreciate you guys more than you know. I've been doing YouTube for about 8 years now. I just had my 8th year anniversary of doing celebrity news and hot topics on YouTube. And throughout that time period, it's always been important for me to like share my platform. Like I've built this platform where between YouTube and Facebook, I have almost 500,000 followers. And it's always been important to me to share my platform. And today I want to share with you a channel that I think you will enjoy. So the YouTube channel is called Rhonda Loves Life, which is ran by Rhonda, obviously. And she has a passion for life and enjoys discussing current issues, hot topics, and more. And she considers her channel to be like a town square where everybody can just come and talk about what's going on. Everyone's welcome to share their opinions and ideas on her channel, and she really enjoys speaking on a variety of topics, although she does find that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are like a hot topic on her channel. So if you keep up with like the royal family, you will definitely enjoy her channel, especially if you keep up with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Like you may or may not agree with what she has to say about them, but you'll definitely enjoy her channel. She covers them and she also covers current events like Alec Baldwin being attacked, the whole beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake, and other royal issues. Like in this video, she talked about how Meghan Markle, even though she has all of these so called friends, she could only get 5 of her 50 friends to share one of her new products on their social media.
50 lemon baskets with her strawberry jam. She sent them to 50 of influencers or her favorite people or whatever. And it looks like 5 celebrities or 5 influencers slash celebrities, some are celebrities, have posted something on their social media.
So, you guys, make sure you go and support her channel. I'll leave a link to her channel in the description box, especially if you're a fellow content creator. It's always important to support each other. So, make sure you support her channel and subscribe to her channel using the link in the description box. Layla, Layla, Layla,